Welcome back to Baseball Rambles. Hope everybody's doing awesome out there. You haven't hit like or subscribe? I know I sound like a broken record, but really appreciate your support. Best way you can help me out is by hitting it. And I give away prizes to subscribers just to say thank you for watching, so you can get in on that as well. So I thought today we could talk about one of the more interesting players, at least from a Blue Jays fan standpoint. Free agent, nobody else but Teoscar Hernandez. That's right. Teo got shipped over to Seattle for Eric Swanson, and it looks like we're actually going to win that trade, thankfully. And in doing so, it wasn't the best year for Teo. This guy's going to be 30, 31 going in the next season. He was hoping for a big contract and just didn't put up the numbers. So it'll be interesting to see if he takes a one-year contract, hoping to explode or at least regain his form, or if he's going to try to get paid to a lower annual value, which I ultimately think he'll do. But those numbers that we're talking about for Teo, well, last season, not that great. 258 average, still average, but certainly not the 290 clip that he was used to hitting. 26 home runs, 93 ribbies, 7 stolen base, basically a 2.1 WAR. The issues with Teo is his bat is regressing, and he is now considered a below average defender in the outfield. That's why the Jays pivoted to Dalton Varsho. And if he thought he was sloppy with Toronto, you should have seen last season with Seattle. His strikeout rate has ballooned to 31%. His walk rate is down, so that means he's swinging and missing at a lot more pitches. His walk rate was 5.6%. Nonetheless, I know these sound like a lot of negatives, but he only really had one bum season. The big question for Teo, is he going to continue to regress into his 30s, or is there a chance that he could reshape his form? And a team that's going to bet on Teo reshaping his form is certainly going to be the Chicago White Sox. I think it's going to be down to the White Sox and the Miami Marlins, but ultimately, and both teams have a negative WAR in the outfield for that position. The only two teams, mind you. And I think White Sox, a little bit of a deeper pockets, a little bit more risk takers, a little bit more on their plate. So Teo, White Sox, I see this happening. I think it's going to be a little bit lower than what everybody predicts. I think it's going to be a 4-year, $72 million deal. And for Blue Jays fans saying, well, 4 years, 72, why aren't we bringing Teo back in the fold? Well, if we were going to be bringing back another player, I actually would pivot towards Lourdes Gurriel. He's going to be cheaper, bit of a better defender, and a little bit more expectation in his bat. I think Teo is just a bit of a big risk, but with that price tag at $72 million, it's certainly not going to be the type of risk that handcuffs any team. So, Teoscar Hernandez, going to the White Sox, 4 years, $72 million. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you see a reunion with the Blue Jays? Do you think it's going to be Miami or maybe Seattle again? Always appreciate to hear what you have to say. Hit that like and subscribe, and we'll ramble on soon. Take care, guys.